Hey, what's up, guys? Your favorite boom operator back, Dorian Kozar. So I'm just coming back with you guys. I'm just not coming back from Spain last night. My plane landed right around 7 p.m. So I'm still kind of lagging on my videos because I lost my SD chip, so I can't upload and edit videos on my laptop. So I'm looking for it right now. Once I find it, I'm going to upload the beautiful footage from Spain that I had with my girlfriend for her birthday. So I had a great time, man. Just a lot of good experience there. If you guys get a chance to travel, you definitely should. This job is going to allow you to do that. So I saw a lot of like questions and feedback that I want to kind of tackle today, and I'm glad you guys are loving the video. It seems like I've been a big help to you, and I'm glad because, like I said, there was nobody that that gave me information like I'm giving you guys information. So I'm kind of giving you the game, something that is not out there for a lot of people. And so, like I said, I'm glad I'm helping you guys keep on with the feedback. I got some guys that were boom operators that give me feedback, and that's awesome as well. So let's start by tackling some of the questions that people had. Now, some of my other videos, I had, I kind of explained some of these things, but I guess I didn't go into great detail. So I'll go ahead and detail with these things. So one of the questions my most recent questions was, do I get to travel a lot with this job? Yes, you will be traveling a lot. And sometimes, it can be stressful because you're not going to be home a lot. And at first, it's great. But for a lot of people, it gets old because you start to live out of a suitcase. So if that's not a problem for you, even, you're not going to know until you get in. You're not going to know. Like me, I was the same way. Oh, I can't wait to travel. That's why I'm joining the military for it. It's going to be great. And let me tell you, it is great. There's a lot of great experiences, a lot of fun things you do on the road with your crews. So it's not a bad thing. I don't want you guys to think that it's negative, but I'm also going to just let you know the other side to it. You will be living out of a suitcase. You will be gone. Last year, I believe I was gone a little over 6 months out of the year. So if you're married, you have kids, you have a family, or you just like, you're a homebody, this is not the job for you. But if you like to travel and you like living out of your suitcase, this is the job for you. For me, I do enjoy traveling. I do. That's one of my favorite things to do. But for me, it's not really like the vacation type of travel. It can turn into that a little bit, but you're still there to work. You're there to do a job. So yeah, out of the KC-10 community, you're going to be traveling a lot. I don't know about the KC-135. I'm sure those guys travel just as much. But you're always on TDY, which a lot of jobs in the Air Force you don't get to do what we get to do. We get to fly everywhere. You get paid extra money. You get to see a lot of places. So, like I said, you're going to be going a lot. So if that's what you want, that's something you want to do, then this is definitely going to be the job for you. You're going to be gone sometimes. I know one trip I stayed in Washington for like 15 days. And then deployments are like 58 to 60 days, sometimes 70 something days. You get deployed twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. So that's already 6 months right there out the door. You're going to be going to, you'll be in Europe a lot. You get to see a lot of Europe. You'll get to see some weird islands that you didn't even know existed. You might have known, I didn't know. I didn't know a lot of these places existed. And so, yes, you will definitely be traveling a lot. So just get ready for that. Also, I like to say, like to also tackle the question about SERE. Somebody had a question. They said, "Hey, what is SERE like? Is the POW part, is it scary? What is that like?" Hell yeah, it's scary. I mean, for me, it was like they are the best actors that you can possibly have. And I didn't know the Air Force did things like that, but you're really gonna feel like a POW. Let me just say that. And there's not much else I can really say about it. I want to make the experience a surprise for you. Also, a lot of the stuff that happens there is the secret. You can't talk about it. You can't talk about any of the strategy. So I can talk about the part where you're going to go, you go hiking in the woods and stuff like that for you go for about 4 days, 5 days. I can't really remember off the top of my head. But you're going to be hiking and you're going to be low on food. So those are some of the things I didn't know. Nobody told me these things. Nobody said anything. So I'm going to let you guys know. So you're not going to have a lot of food. You're going to be hiking miles and miles every day. You're going to be learning how to survive out in the wilderness with just sticks in a bag and a little tarp for your tent. So little stuff like that. Again, I don't want to go into too much detail about that. I want it to be a surprise for you, and also a lot of it the information and the stuff that you learn there is secret. So, I don't want to ruin the surprise for you. But it is would I do it again? Hell no, I would never do it again. No, I would never go through that again because that's just not my cup of tea. I'm an outdoors guy, but I like to go on my own time. I don't like to make somebody to make it stressful for me or hard for me, and I damn sure don't like being a POW. So they teach you a lot of valuable stuff. So make sure you listen up and listen to those guys. The guys are very experienced. I was actually going to be SERE. Well, I was going through the training and the pass test. I passed the pass test and everything like that. But I booked a job for boom operator first before the SERE. And I went and looked up what I had to do for SERE and what it was going to be. And I was like, nope, I'm definitely picking boom operator. So the guys there, I don't think I would have made it anyway, to be honest. The guys that do that are just incredible, man. Like, it's only a few guys that make it. The guys who didn't make it, like, there's no way I was even more athletic than them. I couldn't persevere through some of the stuff that they made it through. And I was like, okay, if they didn't make it, I know I wasn't going to make it. So happy with my job, though. I'm happy I'm a boom operator. And I think, trying to think in some other questions that you guys asked me. I don't have my tablet here. Normally I read off of it and read the questions that some of you guys have. But I think those were the two biggest things that I want to tackle. Another thing, personally, that I think you guys should know about the Air Force is that the education part. I'm taking classes now, so I'm busy with classes. I start this month. You get your tuition assistance. That is a huge thing, and I don't understand. There's guys in there right now that don't even take advantage. I have an associate's degree already. So coming in, that's my number one thing was education. I want to have it paid for, and then at the same time get paid and have fun and have experiences to talk about. And so when you get in, I don't care what you do. If you don't do anything else in the Air Force, take advantage of the educational benefits. You have a GI Bill and you have tuition assistance. Tuition assistance, you get $4,500 every year. I take 6 classes a year. And that maxes out my $4,500 a year. And in 3 years, I'll have a bachelor's with all the credits I have now, maybe less. But when I get out, I'm setting myself up for when I do get out. You never know what's going to happen. You can do the 20 years. You don't know if you're going to do 20 years. That's the thing. You don't know. You have no idea. So you got to set yourself up. And even if you did do 20 years, that paycheck is not going to be sufficient enough to let you. You're not going to live off $2,000, $3,000, whatever, $4,000, however much it is for the rest of your life. You're just not going to do that. It's great to have an extra income, but you need to set yourself up for the outside world because you're going to be the youngest that you could be. It's 38 retired, and then you're going to be around 38, 40 something. You're going to need to do something else. So make sure you guys are being smart about that. I think I can't stress that enough, how important education is. And as a former athlete, I didn't care about education that much. I only got my associates because I just wanted to go to the NFL. So I didn't really care about anything. I was just doing classes just to get by. And now I realize how important it was. Even if I was to be a pro athlete, that wouldn't, you still got to have something when you're done. So like I said, can't stress that enough. Your GI Bill is another thing that you can use when you get out. If you don't want to take classes when you're in, which like I said, I strongly recommend you do. You can, when you get out, you can use your GI Bill to pay for your schooling, and they'll pay for your housing and all that stuff. So it's crazy what the military offers you, and it's so many benefits. I mean, I can walk in the mall and everybody gives me a discount. Just about every store you go to has a discount, and if they don't, I don't use them. And then the people that are helping you out with just anything, your family, people really respect what you do. So take advantage of all opportunities that the Air Force has to offer, and especially the educational benefits. It is a great job. There's no job like it. You definitely won't find another job like being a boom operator. And it does not translate on the outside world. You don't see boom operator civilians. So that means that was a telltale sign that I needed to make sure my education was lined up and it was perfect. So when I get out, I can have something other than saying I refuel planes in the Air Force. So take care of yourself, guys. I'm going to try to find my chip. If I don't find it, anytime soon, I gotta post a video for you guys. I'm going to buy another one at Best Buy, unfortunately, and waste my money. I know once I buy it, it's gonna turn up somewhere. So I'm looking here because I know it's somewhere. This is the last place I put it in my place. Like, this is the last place. So it could be in the kitchen. I don't know. Who knows? So I'll go and look for it. And until then, you guys have a good night. And hit me with more questions that you guys have, and I'll give you more answers. All right, you guys have a good one. Peace.